And welcome to another round of Sports Reviews. Tonight I'm reviewing Costa Rica 3, Guadeloupe 1, and the Group C of the 2021 CONCACAF Gold Cup. Not a great start for Costa Rica if you look at the stats and the way they played. Yeah, they scored 3 goals, but Guadeloupe looked a lot better than I expected. I thought Costa Rica would just beat them down, but no. Guadeloupe actually had their chances and actually had good chances on set pieces and all that. Goals were scored as follows. In the 6th minute, Joel Campbell from Club Leon scores. Tovin, the goalkeeper, spills the ball, and Joel Campbell jumps on it and takes a shot. And he scores 1-0, and Costa Rica needed that because they could have easily embarrassed themselves had they screwed up a little bit more. Ariel Lassiter in the 21st minute scores 2-0. Ball crossed in after a switch of play. Centered to Lassiter. He just hammers it home. A good play there. Goalkeeper goes the other way. Lassiter just hammers it home. 2-0. Then in the 45th plus 5th minute of stoppage time, right at the end of the half, Mirval for Guadeloupe scores 2-1 off a corner. Very short, very quick. Not short, but a very quick corner. Mirval gets a toe to it, taps it in to make it 2-1. Near post. I guess that is a short corner, but it was in the box. Close in. On the doorstep, tapped in. 2-1. And then at the 70th minute, Celso Borges, the captain for Costa Rica in this game. Celso Borges gets a good run from deep. Gets a cross in. And just taps it in. It was amazing. Amazing play by Celso Borges. 3-1. That's the way it would end. Full-time stats, 10 shots to 8. 63% possession to 37% possession. 602 passes to 360 passes. 86% pass accuracy to 80. 19 fouls to 11. 4 yellow cards to 2. 0 red cards to 1. At the start of the second half, Guadeloupe got a red card. Punch off the ball to Francisco Calvo. And that basically ended Guadeloupe's hopes. And they actually, well, not really. No, Guadeloupe looked pretty good for 20 minutes after that red card. They could have scored another off a set piece. Costa Rica, as I said, not great tonight. 1 offside to 2, 4 corners to 2. Not the best game for Costa Rica. Not the best start. Yes, with their new manager, they won for the first time since 2019. They haven't won a game since 2019. And with their new manager, they won their first game of the Gold Cup. Great. Great. What does that do you? The performance wasn't great. Is it something to build on? Yes, but will they build on it? I don't know. Guadeloupe should have been a slap around. They should have slapped them around from north to south, from Orlando to Timbuktu. They didn't. 3 goals. Yeah. Even the worst TFC team I've seen in my life has managed to score 3 goals in a game. Yeah, I'm talking about the New England game. Yeah, I'm talking about this year's TFC. It doesn't matter how good you are or how bad you are. Costa Rica, yeah, they scored 3 goals in this game. Sure, great. They still looked like they were getting ran around the woodshed by Guadeloupe for about 40 minutes. And yes, Guadeloupe's best chances came on set pieces. But if you're a team like Guadeloupe, you have to take those set pieces. If you take your set pieces and score off of them, that makes your job a whole lot easier when you're a minnow. They probably worked day and night on set pieces, where they're penalties, corners, free kicks. By the way, they had another good chance in the first half from Phaeton on a free kick, and it was like this far out. And Morera got a touch to it. But even then, it would have went out. But it was this close to being a goal. It could have been 3-2. Again, Guadeloupe were amazing on set pieces. They were amazing on their set pieces. And if they could have converted, who knows what the story of this game would have been. If they could have converted on that. 2-2 in the second half. Going into the half. What does that say? Do you think Costa Rica gets that third goal? Do you think the send-off happens? Do you think they keep their head together? Maybe. This game could have been a whole lot different had they scored that free kick. Had they. And you could say, but that's ifs, ands, or buts. And if my grandmother had wheels, she would have been a bike. Okay. But I'm just saying, Guadeloupe could have won this game on their set pieces alone. Or at least got a point. It was their bad luck. It was bad luck for them to not get those goals off the set pieces. It was. Costa Rica, I'm showing you how bad their performance was. I'm telling you how bad their performance was. Costa Rica, if they want more, they got to do better. They got to build on this. Will they? I'm not sure. They haven't won a game until tonight since 2019. It took them to change their manager, and even then, it wasn't obvious. It wasn't sure that they could win this game. It wasn't a sure thing. Tell me what you were looking at. The goals? Yeah, 3-1. Yeah, that seems sure. It wasn't. It wasn't. To me, Costa Rica needs a long look at themselves. They need to take a good long look in the mirror and see that maybe, just maybe, going older is not the way to go. Lionel Moreira is amazing in goal. I'm not going after him. He had a good game. And it's a good thing he had a good game because he had some work to do. And I told you, Lionel Moreira is just as good, if not better, Keylor Navas right now. As Keylor Navas right now. And I've said that. I'm sticking to it. And that's not something I'm going to change because of tonight. Lionel Moreira had his work cut out for him, and he did his work. And that's what you need to be happy about. The bad part is, Costa Rica's outfield players, I think age is catching up to them. When it comes to Waston or Ruiz, the players, age is catching up to these players. And I'm not trying to say that to piss people off. But if you look at the situation, I don't care if you have a new manager, old manager, anything. Internationally, and Alexi Lawless was right here. I normally don't like to give Alexi Lawless props, but he was right here. The older you get in international football and trying to rely on your older players, it doesn't work out well. Not everybody is a Leonardo Bonucci or Giorgio Chiellini. Especially Chiellini, not everybody is them. So, you have to infuse the youth as much as you can. And Costa Rica doesn't want to do that. They know they have a golden generation that's about to wilt away. And they're trying to get every last drop of blood out of them they can. And it's about to go dry. And the warning signs have been there. It is what it is. The warning signs are there. There are amazing players at Alajuelense, Saprissa, across the CONCACAF region that are young that you could call up. But you don't. Yeah, Johan Venegas is good. He's 28. He's not old yet. But if you're going to waste a player like Johan Venegas, you're not even starting him. Why? Look at him. He single-handedly, pretty much before he got sold, pushed Saprissa to the semifinals of this year, or the finals of this year's CONCACAF League semifinals, because he wasn't there for the semifinal. They played Arcaí, so that really helped, and they actually scored 5 goals, but that made them look better. Oh, by the way, he single-handedly pushed Saprissa to the 2019 CONCACAF League Championship. This dude is a goal machine, and you sub him in? What the hell? Come on now. Johan Venegas is your best player, and you have him on the bench? What? Because Brian Ruiz is your captain? Throw Venegas on the wing. It probably would work better. Joel Campbell and Venegas on both sides. With Brian Ruiz as the 10 and somebody as the striker. I figured that one out for you already. Because I know Ruiz won't get dropped. He's kind of like Michael Bradley. He's going to have to retire before he gets dropped. And I'm not trying to disrespect him. He's 35 years old. Look at Michael Bradley. People get old. There's a time for you, and this is just a metaphor. I don't mean this literally. Just so people don't lose their minds. You have to take something behind the woodshed and old Yeller them. He's done internationally. Tell him, hey, you were amazing, Brian. It's time to be done. It's time. You're getting old. Buddy, you're getting old. It's time to hang up those boots, at least internationally. I'm telling you, it's time. It's time. And it may be hard to say, but it's time. I'm not Costa Rican, so it's like, of course, you're going to be a little bit. It's not me being mean. It's me being impartial. I'm not Guadeloupean and I'm not Costa Rican. I'm looking at these teams the way they are. I'm looking at this game the way it is. Brian Ruiz is old. He's old. He is running out of gas, at least internationally. And you're going to put him out there as a captain, as a 10. It's like, okay, yeah, that works. Is it either his pride or is it the manager? It's like, well, I think I have to do this. I know it's his first game, the new manager's first game. Suarez's first game, but you have to, when you're a manager, you have to look at things and be like, maybe I should change this. Maybe I need to move in a different direction. Maybe, or he's afraid of getting yelled at by the fan base. But if it was me, I'd be like, hey, Brian, you're running out of gas. And it's sad, but it's just time for you to hang up your boots internationally. We have Johan Venegas. He could play the 10. We have other players, young players that could play the 10. Maybe you could sit on the bench, but not to start. And that's the problem. Costa Rica has an age problem. And I'm not trying to say that in a bad way. They have an age problem. And it's time to start lowering the average age of that squad. And you're saying, but it's World Cup qualifying coming up. They're in World Cup qualifying. Friends. Or here's the bread and butter of the situation. Are you going to even make 4th place with the squad you have now in the Octo? No. U.S. is better. Mexico's better. Canada's better. Jamaica's better. Honduras is better. That's at least top 6. I think it's time to just take the hit. You take the hit. You could be like, you're playing for 4th place. That's really what you're playing for. 4th place in the Octo. Do you really want to go there, get paired up against CONMEBOL or Africa, and then get beat in a 2-leg qualifier playoff? Take the hit. Take the hit. Honduras is going to be a problem to get over. Jamaica is going to be a problem to get over. Canada's playing top 3. U.S. is in the top 3. Mexico's in the top 3. And you could say, but what about Mexico maybe being forced to play behind closed doors at home? That could change things. Mexico still has talent. And they're not going to call up the same roster they called up for Gold Cup. If they call up their A team, they're still scoring 2 goals at Azteca even without fans. At least a game. You got to score 3 to win. 2 to pick up a point. And what happens away? Hard to pick up results away, but if anybody could do it, it's Mexico. I don't think it matters. I really don't. Are there teams who could take advantage of it? Yeah, Costa Rica's not one of them. They're not. They're not. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but not Fox. I was about to say Fox. Why did I say Fox? Because I'm watching Fox Sports 1. But I hate to be the bearer of bad news. You're not good enough to get points off of Mexico in a closed-door arena. You're not. You're not. Canada is. U.S. is. Jamaica, maybe. Honduras, I'll give them a shout. You know. No. Not even a point. Take the hit. It's time. Take the hit. It's time. That's all I got to say. That was a horrible performance, even though you won. Not great. Guadeloupe still had a pulse for way too long in that match. No. Not a good performance. It's time to take the hint. It's time to take the hit. Just get younger. You have those players. Go for it. So with that said, if you like this video, like it, share, subscribe. You know what it is. Tell all your friends. Subscribe to my Patreon. $5, $10, or $20 a month. Link is in the description below. Check it out. Help support the channel. Anything is appreciated. You'll be awesome if you do. Tomorrow, I have a Qatar vs. Panama live watch-along in Group D. And a Honduras vs. Guyana RSR. It's Guyana, right? Guyana. If I'm wrong, I messed up. But I think it's Guyana. So, check those out tomorrow. I'm Ryan and I'm out. Peace.